Okay, hello guys. Good afternoon. Tomorrow it's our presentation day, so please remember to send me your presentations by tomorrow morning. But I have this idea I wanted to share with you. It's mostly for encouragement, but so it's not really important for your presentation, but it helps you to think about what you're doing when you're presenting. So if we take a look here, it's about storytelling. So there's that one part in your presentation. It's about storytelling. What's your story? And storytelling, it's about persuasion, how you're going to change people's minds. So if you look at this guy, this is Aristotle. Aristotle. He was a Greek philosopher. He was alive from 384 to 332 BC in ancient Greece. And he had this idea that was called Aristotle's rhetoric. Aristotle's rhetoric. And it had three points to it. And rhetoric was for public speaking, for writing, but in his day, mostly for speaking. So the first one was called logos. Logos. So logos, it's about logic, right? So A, therefore B, therefore C, therefore C, therefore D, right? It's all in the mind. It's very logical, it's very rational, right? You're using logic to change people's minds. The second one was pathos. Now, pathos is about emotion. So logos is in the mind, pathos is in the heart. And when you're speaking, when you're presenting, do you want to make people happy? Do you want to make them sad? Do you want to make them angry? Do you want to make them worried? Right? You're trying to play on people's emotions and change their mind through their emotions. And the third one is ethos. Okay, so ethos, it's about credibility. So it's about the speaker. So the question is, why should we believe you? Right? You're the speaker. Why should we believe you? What's your credibility? So you can change people's minds by making them trust you, by making them believe you. So if we ask the question, how can we use logic, logos, reason, in a presentation? So one of the most common ways to do it is with statistics, lots of numbers, lots of facts. If you look at this, there's a lot of research, right? Scientists say, researchers say, experts say. So talking about a lot of research. Also, your presentation structure, right? First there's this, then there's this, then there's this, right? The order just makes sense. The order appeals to people. And the last one is an analogy, right? Comparing one thing to something else. So, for example, if I'm talking about time management, I could make an analogy. I could say, time is like money. You get some money, you waste it, and it's gone. Time is like that. You need to use your time wisely, just right. So that's an analogy. So these are all different ways you can use logos in a presentation. Now, on the other hand, how do you use pathos, emotion in a presentation? So one of the big ones, probably the biggest one, telling stories, right? Stories are very powerful. Human beings love stories. An anecdote is a very short story, personal story. Another one is humor. So people love to laugh. Humor is very effective. If you're not really funny, it might not be a great idea. People love quotes. So if you use a quote from a famous person, that often touches people's emotions. And the last one, just your speaking style. So, like we talked about, use your voice, use your eyes, use your hands, use your body, right? Your speaking style will affect their emotions, right? Your passion, your anger, your surprise, okay? So these are all different ways we can use ethos, emotion, pathos, sorry, pathos, emotion in a presentation. And the final one, how do you use ethos, credibility in a presentation? So if you look at that picture of Barack Obama, okay, I think the number one, the most important thing, confidence, okay? So if you are confident, if you go up there, you look confident, you sound confident, people believe you, people trust you. So the best way to earn people's trust, confidence. Number two, here's a CV, a resume. So tell them about your experience. Where are you from? What have you done? What do you know? Right? So you can use your experience to show your credibility, show why they should trust you. Another one is the presentation. So you make a PowerPoint. It looks very nice. It looks very clean, right? Then you look more trustworthy. And very similar to that, appearance. So if you look at this guy, maybe he has great ideas, but his hair is a mess, his clothes are a mess. No one believes you. So appearance is important. Your presentation is important. Your confidence is important. Your experience is important. Making people trust you. So I'm going to skip this one. This is some examples from Obama. I'm going to skip this. But I want to look at this one. So this is a video from YouTube, which has some, so this is not about anything. This is also commercial. Unfortunately, we have to sit through it. Well, you can think, how are they trying to convince you? All right. So I'm going to skip ahead. And I want you to think, is it pathos, logos, or ethos? How are they trying to convince you? So here they say, according to recent studies, regular exercise can reduce the risk of heart rate by up to 50%, right? Recent studies, 50%, right? That's logos, that's logic, that's reason, statistics, numbers, facts, research, experts, okay? So this is a very good example of using logic to change people's mind. I'm going to skip up here. In this one, they say, think of the children who will go to bed hungry tonight. We need your help to make sure they get the food they need to thrive. Okay, so here you're talking about the lonely, the poor, the hungry children, right? What is this? Emotion, right? This is pathos. So you're convincing people using their emotions. If you look at this one, if we invest in, renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and mitigate the effects of climate change. So again, logos, right? You're making an argument. You're changing their mind. Using facts, using ideas. This one, the guy says, as a Nobel Prize winning physicist, I can assure you that the theory of relativity is based on sound scientific principles. So what is this one? This is ethos, credibility, right? Who is talking? It's me, a Nobel Prize winning physicist. So I can assure you, you can believe me. I'm an expert in the field. All right. So like this, we have all different ways to use different means of thinking about how to change people's minds. So tomorrow, when you're doing your presentation, I want you to think, why should we use your product? Okay, that's the goal, right? You have this idea, you have this product, you want us to use it, and think about, how are you going to change our mind? Are you going to use logic? Are you going to use reason? Are you going to use emotions and values? Or are you going to use credibility? Are you going to make us trust you, right? And you don't choose one. They can all be mixed together. But I think it's very important to think about this before you present. So when we're presenting, we're not just talking. We're not just getting up there and speaking. We're actually trying to change people's minds. And we should think about it before, right? How am I doing it? With logic, with the mind, pathos, with the heart, with the emotion, or with ethos, credibility, right? I am telling you why you should believe me, the speaker. All right. So anyway, that was just something I wanted you to think about, and hopefully it gives you a little emotion, a little encouragement, and helps you think about your presentation from a higher level. But very good. Remember, send me your presentations, and I will see you tomorrow.